Welcome to our introductory video on the how-to guide to Java4SDETs, a course provided by UMSEducation. Through this video recording, we will look at the outline of our course, reading materials, content materials, video recordings, presentations, web contents, and external sites, assignments, tests, and surveys. Let's start with the basic outline of our course. You will be given a URL to go to our sign-in page. When you input your correct credentials, you'll be taken to the home page of our course. On the home page, you will see your progress bar here. It will show you how many courses you're working on right now, how many you've completed, how much time you spent, how many badges you have, and how many points. By default, these will be zero values. You will be provided general courses that are developed by Talent LMS, the platform that we're using. These courses will be to help you understand the overall platform itself, features, navigation, etc. These courses will be made available for the first few weeks, then they will be taken out so as to not distract you. So please complete these introductory courses as soon as possible. When you're done with these courses, you will move on to our main course, Java4SDETs. Clicking on the name will take you to the home page. On the home page, for the beginners, you will have a basic introduction and information on the general course, and you will have a syllabus. This is for your information only. If you scroll down, you will see the content section. Within this, you will have subsections of main headers, and underneath each section, you will have materials supporting that subject matter. Let's move on to the next slide. Primarily, we'll start with reading materials. If you scroll down to the bottom of the course, you will have a section called Files. Within these files, we will share certain resources that will be helpful for your learning. Right now, we have two PDF files that are books to support your learning process. P1 stands for Priority 1, P2 is Priority 2. Please, if you want to support your education and learning process, please start with this book and then you can move to the next. Clicking will take you to the page where you can download these PDF files and use them. Going to next slide. We will have content materials within each section. That's why the reading materials will be just additional support. The content materials provided under each section are going to be strong enough for your learning. Just for demo purposes, this is our content on how to. It's pretty long. There is a lot of information here. Usually our contents, our technical contents will be shorter, precise, and more to the point. They will be text files with certain graphs, etc. Let's go back to our home page of the course and let's move on to the next slide. Video recordings. For each section, for each subject matter, besides the contents, you will get video recordings that will help you to strengthen your understanding of the subject matter in hand. These video recordings will be short, 5 to 15 minutes in length, and they will have certain criteria that will allow you to move on to the next material. Just to demonstrate you one sample such video. This is from Developers Toolbox series. This is a video on how to download and use Sublime Text 3. Let's give it 5 seconds. Welcome to our short video on how to download, install, and use Sublime Text 3, a simple but very powerful text editor. Step 1. We will not go to the whole length of the video, but you get the idea. Underneath each video, there will be completion criteria. Usually, these criteria will require you to watch certain time period of the video to be able to move on to the next content material. You can go to next content by clicking completed, let's continue, or you can go to your home page to see your progress, and you can track your progress by the check marks. Next slide will be on presentations. For technical subjects like Java, we will not have a lot of presentations. We will support our learning by tests and most importantly by assignments, hands-on assignments. However, down the road when we have soft skill courses, there we will provide presentations that will help support your learning. Web contents and external sites. Java has been there for more than 20 years, and there is a huge support community and abundance of online materials that will help you with your learning. These materials are not only used by beginners, but they are also used by seasoned developers. To support the respect the copyright, we will have these external resources marked as ER, external resources, and within each content that will be dedicated that will take you to an external resource, we will have a short information on what this resource is about, who are the owners, etc. And then within these contents for the resource, we will have links that will take you directly to the resource page. And while doing so, these links will take you directly to the page where we would like you to go, instead of taking you to the home page of the resource and having you browse through and get distracted. In order to avoid all those distractions, these links will take you directly to where we would like you to practice your learning. We will not dive too much into this. As soon as you're completing, if there is any completion, it will be provided. Explanations, instructions will be pretty simple for you. Okay, you can go to the next content by clicking here, or you can go back to your home page. Next, we will have assignments, and we will have a lot of them. Each subject matter, each section will have at least 2-3 assignments. Certain assignments might be simple tasks, such as creating your first program called Hi. Certain assignments might be pretty complex, and certain assignments will have multiple sub-assignments within. Again, this is all gauged to help you with your learning process. Just to show you a sample assignment, when you go to the page for the assignment, you will see some instructions of what you need to do. And you basically will get submissions requirements if they are specific. However, throughout this course, we will accept submissions by replying straight here with your code or with your response, by uploading a file. These file formats are supported. You can upload a doc file, PDF file, PowerPoint presentation, photo, JPEG or PNG photo, or you can upload a zip file that might contain your Java files, .class files, text files, your framework. We will get to that. Or better yet, you can upload a video recording of you completing the assignment. We will recommend you, besides uploading text formatted file, to create a video recording and upload it as well. Video recordings will help you with your understanding, and most importantly, they will help you down the road, because developing is not a sole practice, it's a creative practice, and it requires communication. Just for the demo purposes, also, before we move on, you can create your video right through the platform itself, or you can simply create an audio. Just to move forward, we will just type in reply, we will send it. That's it. And this automatically takes us to the next code, to the next content, which will be test. So the program is designed in such a way that when you complete the content, it automatically takes you to the next content. However, we'll go back to our home page and we'll go to the next slide, which takes us to tests. We will not have a lot of tests because developing is not a strict science. It has certain strict concepts that are given, that are fixed and concrete, but overall it's a creative science. Developing a code and making something work does not have to happen one way only. That's why if you see basic content structure here, you will have 3 assignments, 1 test. Sometimes certain sections will not even have tests at all. Just to show you a sample test, let's go to the test page here. What's the difference? So this is a sample test. So let's just type in information. So tests might be fill in the blanks. Tests might be multiple choice, true or false questions, etc. Unfortunately, in this demo, we do not have multiple choice. However, you will see that when you submit your test, you'll be graded right away. And if you've not passed the test based on grading criteria, you'll be allowed to try again. Let's go back to our home page of the course and let's move on to the next slide. Surveys will be utilized randomly for the purposes of trying to gauge your understanding and our speed of providing the materials to you. Sometimes certain materials might be pretty simple and you might go over them pretty fast. Certain materials might be pretty complex and you might want to spend extra time on it. And we'll gauge that by surveys. Instructor-led trainings, these will be we will reach out to our learners who are taking instructor-led trainings so that set up certain times for webinars and seminars. So instructor-led training materials will be provided to you as well as a video recording, but to those who are taking these courses as such. And that's about it. Thank you very much. Happy coding.